Morgan, talk about this past weekend. We opened up Northwest Conference play with the split at home, a hard-fought one-goal loss against Pacific on Saturday, and then a pretty dominating performance against George Fox on Sunday. What did you see from the Pirates?
Yeah, I thought if we combine the last 25 minutes from our game against Pacific and the first 25 minutes against our game from George Fox, I would say we have a pretty dominant team. But yeah, the other, time in the game, the other parts of both those games, I think we could have been a lot better. But there were moments of great things throughout the weekend, and overall, I think our team got better, and that's the important part. And obviously, to lose a game against Pacific, and our guys come back and show kind of the resilience and show the ability to respond well to setbacks was really impressive, and showed us as coaching staff that our guys can do that, and that it means a lot to our guys. So that was good as well.
We've seen some really high-level soccer from this team this fall.
Yeah.
We've seen some less level soccer
Yeah.
from this team this fall. As a coach, throughout the course of a week, how do you try and build that consistency so you're more at the higher level?
Yeah, it's a good point, good question. I think the low level for us has been either little mistakes that have turned into goals for the opponent, or it's been moments in the game where we aren't as assertive as we need to be, and as confident individually for guys to step up and take ownership, and lead and be accountable to take the game in those moments. And so I think the small mistakes hopefully will become less and less, and the more and more we help coach those mistakes out, and give better options in those situations so that mistakes don't come. And then also to, I think, create a more competitive environment in training so that our guys are being more assertive, are being more aggressive to take ownership in the times when they need to during the games. And so I think those are the differences I think that we've seen that we need to do better. And I think our guys already know that, which is great. It's almost like we don't need to do that. Our guys are going to drive themselves and hold each other to that standard and make sure that we don't let ourselves down in those two ways.
This weekend, always challenging weekend for us on the road in Tacoma at Pacific Lutheran in Puget Sound. What do we expect to see from the Lutes and the Loggers?
Yeah, we obviously expect two battles, and we're just trying to focus on the game that's in front of us. And on Saturday, it's going to be a great test for us. And I think PLU is a team that poses a lot of great questions for us. We have to be extremely good at what we do. We have to defend well for 90 minutes. We've played against them and held the ball for 5 minutes, and then in 5 seconds we're picking the ball up from our own goal, and so we have to be very good at transitional moments, and we also have to be very confident to assert ourselves, and that's the important thing, I think, this week, that we focus on what we can do to be dominant in what we want to do in the game. And it will always be a fun game because they try to play, and yet they're also very good at set pieces, and so we have to be great in all facets of the game, not just one. And so that will be a great test. And then obviously against UPS, every time we go there, there has never ever been an easy game, and for the most part they've always had their way with us there. And so it's going to be a test for us to see if we can assert ourselves and be the Whitworth team that we can be when we show up on Sunday.